Has Meryl Streep finally found her happily ever after with Martin Short? Well, things are definitely looking cozy.
Oh my God, I could kiss you.
The pair added fuel to the romance rumors while catching up with Tom Hanks at the opening night of his new play, This World of Tomorrow, at the Griffin Theater in NYC. Backstage, they were all smiles chatting with Hanks, his wife Rita Wilson, their son Chet, and even Steve Martin and his wife Anne Stringfield. Now let's rewind a bit and see how their connection has grown over the years. Back in February 2015, Meryl and Martin were photographed together backstage at Martin's Broadway show, It's Only a Play. Then, in June 2017, the duo sat together at an event honoring their friend Diane Keaton. Casual, friendly, nothing too flashy, but it planted the seeds. Fast forward to February 2023, Streep, Short, and Steve Martin attended the Broadway after-party for Pictures from Home, together. The three of them documented the night with a photo, and fans were already starting to notice the chemistry. Then came the big on-screen spark. From August to October 2023, Meryl and Martin played lovers on Only Murders in the Building, and viewers were hooked.
The first scene we shot in Only Murders was a scene where we're at the piano, and we're kind of flirting a little bit, and
their on-screen romance was so believable that people started wondering if it was spilling over into real life. The show's creator, John Hoffman, even said Meryl and Martin had this incredible connection that felt authentic and heartfelt, mixing comedy and emotion perfectly. In January 2024, Meryl and Martin sat side by side at the Golden Globes, laughing and enjoying each other's company. The spark between them was hard to miss. But just days later, Martin told Bill Maher on Club Random, "We're not a couple. We are just very close friends."
this is true. We are very good friends.
That is true, yes.
Still, that didn't stop the rumors from swirling. Things started heating up again in February and March 2024. Meryl and Martin were spotted having dinner in LA, and then a few weeks later, they attended a Broadway show together, Merrily We Roll Along. Fans went wild seeing them, and Corey Mack, who plays Tyler in the show, even tweeted, "Today is the day my beautiful Merrily cast has been waiting for almost 2 years. Meryl is here, with Martin." Photos and clips of the duo chatting and smiling after the performance quickly spread online. Even when asked directly about the rumors in May 2024, Martin kept it friendly. Show business relationships and speculation, it's always interesting. She's fabulous. There's no one who doesn't adore her. Later that year, at the OMITB Season 4 premiere in August, they walked the carpet hand in hand, reigniting all the whispers. But Martin quickly reminded everyone in interviews that they were just friends.
You are the most extraordinary man I have ever known.
Yet, the hints kept coming. In March 2025, the two were spotted arriving together at a Saturday Night Live taping, and later attended a Broadway performance of Oh, Mary, posing for photos backstage with Jennifer Lopez and the cast. Then, just a few days later, Page Six reported that the duo had been quietly dating for over a year. According to insiders, the connection took them by surprise, with Meryl falling for Martin's humor, charm, and positivity. Friends and family are apparently totally on board, calling the couple adorable together. Fans got another hint of their closeness at the 2025 Emmys in September, when a funny moment went viral on X. Selena Gomez, sitting a few seats from Martin, seemed to peek at him while he was on his phone. She looked at her fiancé, Benny Blanco, and appeared to mouth, "He's texting Meryl." Since Meryl wasn't at the awards, it seemed the two were keeping in touch, even from a distance.
Oh, I missed you.
I missed you. I missed you too.
Clearly, on screen or off, Meryl Streep has a spark with Martin Short that everyone can't stop talking about. So, what do you think? Are they just friends or maybe something more? After all, Meryl has certainly earned a chance at happiness, especially following the tragic loss of her first husband and the end of her long marriage of over 40 years to Don Gummer. In 1978, a young Meryl Streep was on the verge of becoming the most outstanding actor of her generation. Tragically, she was also about to lose the love of her life. Michael Schulman, who wrote one of her biographies, said that her life was so wildly eventful and dramatic at the time. It was instrumental in shaping who she was as a person and an actor. Meryl Streep found her first true love early in life. At 27, she was a young woman in the New York theater world who met 41-year-old actor John Cazale when they both landed roles in the New York Shakespeare Festival production. Their connection was instant. At the time, Cazale was regarded as a rare talent in demand among the great directors of the era. He was Fredo in The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2. He was only in 5 movies. All of them would be nominated for Best Picture, and 3 would win. The romance moved pretty fast, and they were soon living happily together in Cazale's Tribeca loft. The lovebirds were the envy of the New York theater world. Suddenly, he fell ill. He had been feeling bad enough to miss performances. Within days, they were sitting in the doctor's office. The diagnosis, terminal lung cancer. It had spread throughout his body.
I don't want the cancer.
John fell silent. For a moment, so did Meryl. But she was never one to give up, and certainly not one to succumb to despair. She looked up and said, "So, where should we go to dinner?" Cazale dropped out of his play immediately. Streep was starring in the musical, and her castmates saw no sign of her anxiety or grief. A devastated Streep never left his side, becoming a prime example of what love looks like. The couple tried to keep the severity of his condition between them. Even Cazale's brother, Stephen, didn't realize how bad it was until one day after the three of them had lunch, John stopped on the sidewalk and spat up blood. Al Pacino took him to radiation treatments, sitting in the waiting room, hoping it wasn't as bad as it seemed. All Streep wanted to do was quit working and be with her love, but they were still struggling with medical bills. So the actor had to choose between spending more time with her dying boyfriend and paying the bills, so he would actually live longer. How devastating. Reluctantly, she took a lead role in the miniseries Holocaust, solely for the money. It was filmed in Austria, and Cazale was too weak to go. When she finally got back to New York, Cazale was worse than she'd ever seen him. And when it became clear he didn't have much time left, she took 5 months off from work so they could spend as much time together as possible, even moving into the hospital during his final days. For 5 months, the couple disappeared. His cancer had spread to the bones, and he was increasingly weak. She went with him to every doctor's appointment, every radiation treatment, and never betrayed a lack of hope. In early March 1978, John entered a caring facility, and Meryl never left his side. Then, on March 12th at 3 a.m., Cazale's doctor told Streep he's gone. Meryl wasn't ready to hear it, much less believe it. What happened next, by some accounts, was the culmination of all the tenacious hope Meryl had kept alive for the past 10 months. She pounded on his chest, sobbing, and for a brief, alarming moment, John opened his eyes. "It's all right, Meryl," he said weakly. "It's all right." Then he closed his eyes and died. Streep's first call was to Cazale's brother, Stephen. She sobbed throughout. "I tried," she told him.
There was some foreboding there. I think he saw something in the future. I don't know what it was, but he might have seen what happened to him.
The tragic loss weighed on her heavily, but that year, Streep had success upon success. She won an Emmy for Holocaust, an Oscar nomination for The Deer Hunter, starred in a career-making role in Kramer vs. Kramer, which won her the Academy Award, and was cast in Shakespeare in the Park's The Taming of the Shrew. She had become a star, but John's death and her own suffering had transformed her as a person and an actor. For all her later accomplishments, 19 Academy Award nominations and 3 wins. Her friends and fellow actors most admire Streep for her devotion to Cazale, for the strength of character such a young woman showed. That's all we have for you today. As always, thanks for choosing Rumour Juice. Spread the word, and don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for more stories on celebrity couples that will make you feel all the feelings.